Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Throwing again. Finds his tight end Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On the double. 47 is the mic. I got it. 2 times. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Here we go. 120.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. 25 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Wentz. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 1.
We got 3. We got 3.
Again, it's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That play was blocked so well, it almost felt like a 7-on-7 session with no rush at all. Quarterback was able to stay in the pocket, scan the field, go through his progressions, and find the open receiver for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
I got you.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Down. 70, Indy.
Number 53, line 53. Switch it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Big rip.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Jones operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run with Howard. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go, here we go. Waiting!
Reset, cut right. Watch the flood, watch the flood.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Running with Howard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now Wentz again. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Now Howard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Check, 47. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 47's the mic. 40. Let's go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
You must be dreaming.
Off the play fake, Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate it, too. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the
line. 15 line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Jones pass. Intended for Golden Tate. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jones to throw again. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. A running play on 1st down will give 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll give to Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go, back man. 180!
From the 36, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and 5. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Wentz now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 15 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That time a 9-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 43.
They go counter with Howard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Wentz. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Check, 47. Get that quarterback. And all 47 Mike. Ready.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
Go now. 10-2 soft. Night, sweetheart. Let's go.
On 1st down, Barkley. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. 50, plant. Come.
On 2nd down and 4. Jones throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Break. 47. Check, 47. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Get it.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Rosa's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now, because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control, because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz, he was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles first down, 18 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Here we go. 180! I'm coming!
Throwing on first is Wentz, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 9 there, as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Listen.
Wentz to throw again. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Check pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here we go. Waiting! Get him!
From the red zone now, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, So let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. And that's complete to Jeffrey. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Wentz now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Eat. Here we go, D. Here I go.
On second and 11 now. Wentz, he's got it complete to Perkins. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
49, check 49.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wentz again. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz. As Sanders has got it complete. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 27-13. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I don't think you got it, son.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Wentz, caught by the tight end Ertz. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
What's your son? What's your son?
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A give left side to Howard. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 7 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive goes 8 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
At the 26-yard line.
On the ready.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now.
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a giant jumped early. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, check, lucky.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, They just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Ertz over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
180.
55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On first down, they run with Howard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
18 Gator, 53. Ready to go.
Crunch time, defense. Watch the edge.
5.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check, 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check.
2nd and 2. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. It's Barkley on the counter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
10 logo.
3, Mike. Check.
Jones now. Off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
53's the Mike. 53.
Now Gallman.
Big stop. Let's go.
He will push his way down to about the 14. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 47. 47.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Eagles defense able to hold. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
There we go. Back. 120.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Done. 180. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Wide.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On third down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. His throw incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
On 2nd and 10, Jones toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Sterling Shepard. incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jones over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Finds his tight end Ingram. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Ready.
53, Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
53 for Mike.
Now.
Jones operating from the gun. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. They go for just one here as it's up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.